Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Get it? I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Intimidate. Do you really want to fight Grey Warden?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
Actually, let's add bandit slaying to the list. You know, the Grey Wardens could use a donation. Actually, yeah.
You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
Changed my mind.
And just when we had things settled.
They're all so eager, aren't they? Another battle.
I'd rather just get rid of them. That way they can't prey on any more refugees. It's for the best, really. Heal. Heal, lady.
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all.
Get by, you're a criminal. The shoddy operation is pathetic. You're a criminal.
Yes, I'm a criminal. I admit it. I apologize.
I want some questions answered.
Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
What's going on in Lothering?
It's packed full. The band took his men north with Tern Loghain, so there's no one looking out for it except a few Templars at the Chantry. Well, I was just trying to feed my family, you know?
You heard about any survivors from the battle?
Couple, maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
What news have you heard?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Tern Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
Done asking questions?
Well then, let me go!
Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
Then start running and don't come back.
Bless you. The Darkspawn can have this place.
I don't want to see you lots again. Knight's Locket. And a Knight's Note. Is written by Sir Henrik, a Knight of Redcliffe. Mayhaps we should read it. Not that way. This golden locket bears within it a tiny painting of a pretty brown-haired young woman. It is impossible to tell who the woman might be, but whoever owned the locket was quite fond of her. And we have the treaties, of course. Alright, then the rest of your stuff was in here. Those trap triggers. Very loud. Down we go then.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
You have been very quiet, Alistair.
Yes, I know. I was just thinking.
No wonder it took so long, then.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
We should try and use these treaties. You have some thoughts on that point, Alistair?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Yes, I have.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Alright. Then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where do we find Arleman?
He'll be at the Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Alright. Where will we find the Dalish Elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
I've been exiled from Orzammar. I can't go back there.
You're going to have to. I certainly wouldn't want to go there alone.
Why? Would it frighten you? Are you afraid of dark and sunken places?
I mean, we won't have any choice. You'll be there under Grey Warden business, and the dwarves will just have to see reason.
They certainly are renowned for an abundance of reason, 'tis true.
And where do we find the circle? How do we get to Orzammar from here, exactly?
You don't know where Orzammar is?
We
She
don't
doesn't
go to the
know how to
circus.
find it on the surface, fool. She has never been here before.
If you follow the west road around Cullenhard Lake into the mountains through Gerland's Pass, from there I expect you'd know the way.
And where do we find the Circle of Magi?
That will be at their tower on Lake Cullenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
And where would Loghain be, exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
I don't need any more directions.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Alright. Let's go ahead and look around then. Welcome to Lothering, all. Now, fun fact is that at the beginning of Dragon Age 2, you play as Hawk, who is from Lothering. It starts off with them running away from this town.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
I love the banter.
As if we needed more fighting here. Don't you see how scared everyone is?
What are you doing on the ground, bud? That chicken knock you out? Ooh, crates.
As you desire. Of course.
I'm just about at the point where I will need to sell again. Can I talk to any of these refugees? No? Yes? You?
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Alright, nothing there, nothing there. How about you guys? Anyone want to
I
talk?
hear you drove off those bandits. I hope they don't come back.
What happened to the king is so terrible. Is anywhere safe now?
I'm scared. When are we going home? I want to go home.
Hello?
I hear you drove off those bandits. I hope they don't come back.
Nurse?
Some small part of me hoped the Darkspawn were just a myth, but they are real. Why does the Maker not help us?
There'll just be more bandits as soon as you
What will
leave.
happen to us now that the king is
I
dead?
brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
Right, up this way. If I remember correctly...
As if we needed more fighting here.
We don't see many dwarves in these parts. You here to trade?
I'm not a merchant, I'm a Grey Warden. Not every dwarf is a merchant. You know, yes I am. Where would I do that? I have some questions. Not every... Yes I am. Where would I do that?
Might be a merchant or two in the tavern. Most of the rabble who's fled here don't have anything worth the rags they're wearing.
I have some questions.
Can't promise I'm going to answer them.
What's going on here?
What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Callanhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
Who's in charge of this village?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
You don't have a ruling lord?
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns.
Were those bandits always outside the village?
Were? You mean they're gone?
Yes, I drove them off.
Well, goody for you. Now there's no one to drive off the blighted refugees. Sir Brian's will be glad, though. He's been talking about offering a reward for anyone who'd run them out.
I should go.
Don't let me stop you.
Several refugees just hanging out in this field, but I bought some ill fruit.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it
The
would be
blight
safe.
has truly come, and the king is dead. We're all...
Refugee boy.
I want to go home.
Goodbye, refugee boy.
You there. Looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found. Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Thank you for the warning.
Best of luck wherever you might go.
If I remember correctly, there should be a merchant.
Oh,
Yeah.
look how they moan and wail and gnash their teeth. 'Tis sad to watch how helplessly they scurry about.
It's just a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Now, I would deal with the merchant, but I
Where are you?
think I want to grab Liliana first. Because if I remember correctly, Morgan hates goodwill. She'll come around to it later on in the game, but early on, she's just like, nah.
Well, all right.
That's my gold scythe, 490 black. Get away from it.
I hear you drove off those
Damn
bandits.
right, and that's my payment.
I hope they don't come back.
Let's see, Liliana, if I remember correctly, shouldn't. That's the Chantry, I want to say. So we want to go to Bar.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
Alright, alright. Where's the tavern? I thought it was like right here.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Charming. Ah,
Did you
yes.
speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe knights were looking for it, as if they didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it.
Interesting.
Greetings, milady.
So the Knights of Redcliffe are in fact looking.
So Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king's death.
But I thought Darkspawn killed the king. That doesn't make any sense.
It's probably political nonsense. We'll be lucky if they don't burn down the entire country fighting over the throne.
Solid. Solid facts right there. We should pick up Liliana. She should be in here, if I remember correctly. It has been a minute.
Look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a dwarf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
Well,
They're
that
more
mod's
than
working.
that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
What makes you think we're traitors?
Tern Logain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Killing a sister of the Maker. Now that is a little shady. We'll deal with this rabble post haste and go about our way. You heal. Go. Why'd you? Man. You're a bow and arrow. That's how I'm built. That just means I need to go into the tactics menu.
Right, we've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
The Grey Wardens didn't betray King Kalen, Loghain did.
I was there. The Turn pulled us out of a trap.
The Terran left the king to die.
The Wardens led the king to his death. The Turn could do nothing.
Take a message to Loghain.
What do you want to tell him?
The Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
I appreciate what you tried to do.
I am glad you found it in your heart to offer those men mercy. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I am Talia. Pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
I will need help, that's true.
That, and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Alright, I believe this is where I back away slowly. Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Very well, I will not turn away help when it is offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought. Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Alright, Morgan, you go away for now. Lilian, you come... Oh, well, I can technically carry all of you. But I think for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and grab Darkspawn. That's because I'm going to go deal with the refugees outside, and I don't want Morgan to throw a hissy fit. Alright, what else can I find in here? Excuse me? Did you kill these men? Madam?
I'll have no fighting in my kitchen. Out with you.
I see that. Apparently, if you fight in her kitchen, she murders you. I think I'll do a solid pass. I don't want to die today. Snacks, what are you looking at, boy?
Of course.
Old fruit? Don't mind if I do.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and look at Liliana's armor, and I will be back. Alright, that should do it. Alright, and I think that means I should be good to go ahead and
You're here
sell.
about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the Chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Tell me what you've got. Alright, so I want to go ahead and sell the rest of my junk here. Except I want to make sure that I keep at least a two-handed sword. That's two-handed, that's a main sword, so we can get rid of that. Go, and I can get rid of the bolts, because I only need arrows. And you, no good. Suppose I'll keep that all until I get stem. That'd probably be a good idea. That being said, I can get some gifts. So I will go ahead and buy all the gifts available here. any of these better? Not entirely. And none of these are a bag slot, correct? No. Look it up. Go ahead and save. And do you have work?
About food. I got other gear to sell.
Know of any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison?
Poison, I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
I'll see what I can do. Any idea where I could get ingredients?
Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
Alright. A poisonous proposition. Don't think I need anything up there.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
Something I could do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
How can I be of service? Why should I?
The Blackstone Irregulars fought alongside the King's army against Orlais. We've helped nobles defend their land and given our service to people in need for generations. Our current captain, Raelnor, is an honorable man who sees that we can do some good in Ferelden once more. He is so confident in our mission that he trusted the Grey Wardens would support us.
How can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Very well. Scraping the barrel. My friend, there are a number of people who pledged to aid the Blackstone Irregulars in time of need. Those times are now. Here you will find 3 letters of conscription. Deliver them to the people listed below, and return to the Irregulars for your payment. Should any of these people refuse, do what you must to get them to honor their oaths. Conscripts are Dornell Garrison in Redcliffe, Patter Gritch in Lothering, and Varl Baron in Denerim. For friend Tauran. And dereliction of duty. My friend, the Irregulars require a trusted agent to track down the deal with deserters. Do this and you will be rewarded. These deserters took with them valuable supplies crucial to Irregular future as supplier of martial services. Deal with these wastes of space as you see fit, and bring the supplies back as proof that the problem has been dealt with. We will ask no questions as to your methods or the final condition of the deserters. Use your own discretion. You'll likely find them in the following locations: Samael in Lake Calenhad, Layson in Denerim, and Tornus in the Frostback Mountains. Your friend Tayor. Enough. I will look into those then, as we travel. That being said, we can go ahead and leave and deal with merchant problems, because I should have the persuasion to do so.
So how is it that Terran Logain survived? Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south.
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Kaelin. Blast those Grey Wardens, they deserve what they got and more.
I'll say. First they drag the king down there, and then they throw him to the wolves. It's no wonder it all went bad.
Yes, but the Grey Wardens fight Darkspawn. Why would they suddenly just decide to join with the Darkspawn? That makes no sense.
I think that every time I look at you. Lady Cecily, I lived with her after my mother died. Had a dog. A small one bred to fit under the arm and in the lap. What did you name it? Oh, yes. Bonbon. Oh, Bonbon was a terror. He would hide, you know, when he saw you coming. And then he would attack your ankles. Razor sharp teeth in the ankles. Very painful. He attacked me once. Latched onto my leg. I thought it was a diseased rat and kicked. Bonbon flew across the room and over the banister. He survived. But he never came near me after that.
I bet not.